and thanks to the sacrifice you made, Descendant, I was also able to access the Inversion Technology database, which had been sealed. Inversion was a forbidden technology that reversed the entropy of infinite energy composites like the Ironheart and turned them into antimatter. The inverted Ironheart was intended to be a core element as part of a process to reverse the laws of nature. Antiparticle weapons, destruction of the dimensional wall, multi-dimensional space-time connections. I see traces of countless unthinkable plans. According to the development logs, Inversion was created by extremists among the ancestors who were obsessed with using the Ironheart. But it seems the Vulgus somehow obtained this inversion technology. I think the ancestors and the Vulgus were connected in some way, long before I was created. I can find no records as to whether that relationship was one of conflict or cooperation, but there may have been no reason to include that in my files. As you know, I am not here to protect the Ironhearts. I am essentially a track and annihilate program, designed to destroy them and everything about them. And through this recent research, I have become more certain of my role and my mission. Descendant, I have acquired an algorithm to analyze inverted energy and have derived a way to destroy it. My next step is to try and apply this to our current situation. Although we can only extract the inverted Ironheart from within RK once, theoretically, there may be a faster and more certain way to destroy it than the process we might use for a regular Ironheart if we use the properties of antimatter. Wait. Descendant. A wave that I have never previously felt within the void is approaching. It seems a Colossus has been drawn to the inverted energy. I'm sure we'll hear from Albion soon.
Colossus closing in, moving towards the Hagios prime hands at a rapid speed. Classification type, Swamp Walker, and deadly Great Walker mutation. Descendants in Albion, commence with the intercept battle.
Come on, Mr. Colossus expert. Hagios is Vulgus territory. Can't we just leave it to them?
I agree. Right now, we've got bigger things on our mind.
Entertaining those thoughts can be very dangerous, Jaber and Blair.
Have you completed preparations? Descendant, I have received reports of your outstanding performance in Hagios, and with our ongoing research into inversion. We believe that swamp walkers were alerted by the inverted energy exposed in Hagios, and began heading toward Ingris's dimension. But they're not only targeting Hagios. They're currently moving toward multiple areas within Ingris. What will you do if one of the swamp walkers approaches Albion? I heard that you have submerged the inverted Ironheart in your arcade. Can you guarantee that they won't be drawn to that energy, Descendant? We cannot always assume a best-case scenario. That kind of carelessness is how humanity was almost totally annihilated a century ago. You are humanity's hope, Descendant. You need to be more proactive.
Damn it. Since Mr. Colossus expert is being so serious about this, it looks like we have no choice, Turret Boy.
I believe the data from the Colossus will prove useful.
Useful? For what? Cracking open amorphous materials?
Please, just let her finish.
As Seneca said, the Colossi are moving towards various regions, not just Hagios. If those regions show signs of inverted energy, we may be able to use that for our overall plan. The plan to destroy the Ironheart.
Well, that's good news!
Whatever you're planning, we have to do it fast. The White Nine Gulch is still dangerous.
Colossi were heading towards the Vulgus Fortress. If the inversion took place there, it would not be unusual to detect a large amount of energy. No wonder the Colossi were drawn there. Descendant, we can definitely use this to our advantage. According to what we know so far, if we apply the inversion process to the inverted Ironheart, in theory, that Ironheart will be completely destroyed through particle-antiparticle annihilation. This is the fastest and most certain method of destroying the Ironheart that we currently know of. The only drawback is that it will also destroy everything around it. But we can use this to our tactical advantage. If the operation is a success, the Vulgus will have nowhere to return to. Descendant, if you cannot retrieve the Ironheart from the White Knight Gulch, you must make a decision regarding this alternative plan while it is still viable. Please discuss it with HQ. It will be a difficult decision, but everyone will need to be in agreement.
Alpha, these are the details of the operation that the guide has laid out. What do you think?
Enzo, this isn't an easy decision to make.
But it's not like we have any other option. Let's at least assemble everyone to discuss this.
There isn't much time. We have to hurry. First of all, the guide's operational plan provides many tactical advantages. The majority of the Vulgus forces have already been dispatched to the White Knight Gulch, and Corel isn't aware of what happened in Hagios, thanks to the long-range jamming signals established by Jaber. If this situation continues, we will be able to lay siege to the fortress, and Corel will be none the wiser. There has never been a more ideal moment to attack the Vulgus fortress since the beginning of this war, and the chance may never come again. However, if our goal is not just to attack, but to destroy an Ironheart, this will not be enough. If we pull back our forces from the White Knight Gulch and behave as if we have another strategy in mind, that should attract Corel's attention. We need a foolproof way to lure them in, much like how Corel ensnared us with the White Knight Gulch operation. In other words, this is a plan that requires someone willing to face death, to act as bait, all while protecting the Ironheart and distracting Corel. I realize I am asking for someone to sacrifice themselves, and as commander, I can't bring myself to give such a merciless order.
What if someone volunteers?
Enzo?
I'm pretty busy, but if it's for you... Alpha, the Descendants can act as bait. If we deploy an unprecedented number of Descendants to the front, that will be more than enough to distract Corel. Corel's also aware that the Descendants are humanity's last hope, so he's going to relish trying to squash our last stand. The fact that he's approaching slowly, like a dark cloud without warping, that shows that he believes he's already won the war. And with Corel's attention drawn elsewhere, if we send some of the Descendants to the Vulgus Fortress and destroy the Ironheart, we'll be able to turn the tide of war. The manifestation of Archaean Descendants doesn't just mean we have to be powerful weapons. As humanity's last hope, we should sow the seeds of victory. Now, the majority of the Descendants, including me, will engage in battle at the White Knight Gulch to buy some time, while Ajax, his team, and the rest of the Descendants will be deployed to the Vulgus Fortress. Awaiting your approval, Alpha.
All right. You win. Carry out the operation. Let's get this done and destroy the Ironheart. On one condition. You must all return safely. And tell the guide to look after the Descendants.
Understood. I wish everyone good luck at the White Knight Gulch front.
Don't worry. This is great. I've always wanted to have a go at Corel.
Get in line, kid. There is a line, you know.
I'd like to cut in front of you as well.
Enzo, please take care of yourself. Remember our promise.
There's no way I'll forget. Don't worry. We'll win.
It seems everyone has steeled their resolve. Everyone's arche is glowing. I doubt that even the ancestors anticipated this moment. I'm so happy to have met humans with arche like yours. Despite my limitations as an AI, I believe I understand what courage is now. All right. Descendant, I'll accompany you to the Vulgus Fortress. We must locate the inversion facility there and overload the Ironheart to destroy it. I know we can do this, Descendant. I will be with you the entire way.
This is off topic, but aren't you all cold?
My battlesuit has a built-in heating function. It was designed for void expedition missions.
Huh. I'm actually a little warm.
I'm jealous.
It's time for the operation. The Vulgus Fortress. We knew such command facilities existed, but we never had any information about their sizes or exact locations. Our terrain scanner never detected them, and as they were deep within Vulgus territory, it was impossible to send any recon squads. Seeing them up close and personal now, they're pretty imposing. If I ever go back to being a military academy professor, I'd like to write a paper about this fortress. But there's no need for us to be intimidated. Once we've destroyed the Ironheart, the tide of war and history will turn in our favor. All right, infiltration team. Let's get to it. Our primary goal is to infiltrate where the Vulgus signals are the weakest and locate the source of inverted energy. Unfortunately, the guide can only detect the general energy scattered throughout the area. And because we're in a massive energy field, it's like being lost in fog. It'll be difficult to find the source. So, we need to do reconnaissance around the fortress and gather information about the source of the inverted energy. It's going to be an extremely dangerous mission. Good luck, all of you. Survival of humanity depends on it.
Reload. Reload. Oh, shit. My shield.
I will sync the communications facility to the drone. It won't take long, but the drone will still need to be protected. I've identified a few potential locations. The nearest one is east.
Thanks to you, I've identified a few locations that show high energy levels. I'll track them.
Targeted the samples. Be careful. I sense an increase in inverted energy around you. Where are you now?
I was investigating the wreck of a Vulgus ship, and I think I've stirred up a hornet's nest. I need support.
Lupik, how far out are you? Wait right there.